Creation's Journey to Life, Day 8, Absolute Certainty. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to deny that there exists absolute certainty in many ways on earth that should be my guidelines to effective living in ways that is best for all life. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to deny the absolute certainty of death. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to deny the fact that I have limited time on earth as an absolute certainty. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to deny the absolute certainty that I will leave behind on earth that which I have allowed to exist, and that would be in fact my heritage. I will leave for those that will come to earth after my end. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to deny the absolute certainty that within the current world system, that if a person do not have a job and money, they cannot eat and have no home. They have no safe water. They have no flushing toilets. They have no effective education. And they will, in fact, not have equal access to all the resources that nature provide for life. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to deny the absolute certainty that if I, in the current system, focus only on my own abundance, that I will be the creator of lack in the lives of many, as the system is a closed system with limited allowed resources like money. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed the money system, which will only support those with money and will deny those without means or a job any access to money. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed an absolute system of debt as the way to entrench protection for the elite and create slaves that live in ways life should not be living. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to use absolute certainty, like the existence of God and God's will, to be a guideline that is the foundation from which I allow the atrocities of inequality and the abuse of life to exist. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed the absolute certainty that the economic system will lead to the total destruction of all renewable fuel sources and the extinction of many animals and other life forms, and that in spite of this happening in a measurable way already, I refuse to stop what I allow and wash my hands like a Pontius Pilate, claiming that there is nothing I can do and that it is the will of the people. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed ideas to exist of a savior that will save me without realizing that that would be in total contradiction of the free will I now exercise, and that such savior will have to remove free will and place me, a zombie, to get me to do its bidding. That could lead to a world where peace will reign. If I was peaceful and in fact the source of love and light and life, the world would be heaven already. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to allow the absolute certainty as the doom of the human race, to exist without in any way doing anything practical that will change what is being allowed. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to deny that absolute certainty that a child born will become equal to the environment and education that the child is born in. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to deny that the economic system as it now exists is in fact the cause of crime, and that instead I have blamed the criminal that is spawned by the economic system that I participate in spite of the fact that I am the reason why the system exists through my participation, and I am the reason why crime exists, as I refuse to allow equality for all life to exist, as it would impede on my personal happiness. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to deny the absolute certainty that I am no more than my thoughts, that is, in my secret mind. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to deny the fact that unless humanity stand together as a group, the goal practically lived to produce a world that is best for all life, such result cannot be attained and become the living reality, and I forgive myself that I have not considered the absolute necessity of all to work together as oneness, as principle living, instead of personal preference. I commit myself to find each point that with absolute certainty will result in consequences that we as humanity can in fact direct to outcomes that is best for all life. I commit myself to be ready in every breath to face death whose time is uncertain with respect and trust that I have live in a way that is best for all life, and that I leave behind the world in the image and likeness of life, so that each life form that come here after I am gone may find the support that must be equal for all life in ways that is best for life. I commit myself to live time as breath in ways that is self-honestly the best to make sure a world is born that is best for all life. I commit myself to find and present a new ecosystem for life as economic system that in every way would be that which I would wish upon myself and upon my children, that all life may be equally supported. I understand that this to be realized, I must remove all my personal fears and delusions about self-interest and align myself with life, that I am able to give as I would like to receive. I commit myself to challenge each one that claim they are working towards a solution when I am certain that such solution will not be what is best for all life in every way. I commit myself to only focus on a system that will produce equal abundance for all, based on the fact that the only value is life, and that it is equal in all. I commit myself to find a monetary system that will in fact allow all to live as equals. I commit myself to replace the system of debt through lawful means with a system that will support all life equally. I commit myself to act within this world where I am able, as the image and likeness of a benevolent creator, to create and produce a world that is best for all life. I commit myself to the common sense that no savior can ever change the world or make it a place worthy of life. Only me as human can do that. I commit myself to leave a world that will be prepared to be best for every child and life form that will come to experience themselves here. I commit myself to expose and stop my secret mind, that I may be able to trust myself to act always in a measurable way that will result in what is best for all life. I commit myself to be part of the group that is guided by the principles of what is best for all life as equality and oneness till it is done. I commit myself to make sure mankind will not doom itself in its search for self-interest and to stand in the way of each one that abused life till they stop. I commit myself to be part of the creation of a world that in every way will be absolutely certain to be best for all life. I commit myself to create myself as the absolute certain living word as life.